common in China as a student to dorm younger. Like, my middle school students were doing sleepaway. I wonder if elementary school is even sleepaway sometimes. But
Well, how old were the
so these
juniors?
stationery stores would have stuff for like a dorm and like toys and fun things that kids would on the weekend come out and spend their pocket money on. The juniors were 9?
And most of them were on campus.
Yeah. As far as maybe they're 10 or 11, but still, that was pretty young.
The ones that were like local in town that like lived around the city center. Mm-hmm. But once we moved out to the countryside, there was a lot more.
Yeah, I think even once you got into the high school kids, even if they lived in the city, they would live on campus, so they'd have more time to do homework instead of commuting back and forth. Chinese school is intense.
Yeah, because we would see them like on the weekends if we would be walking around town, and we'd see them in town, and we're like, "Oh, you didn't go home?" They're like, "I am home."
Yeah.
But you just live.
Yeah, you just live on campus during the week. Because even some of the teachers would do that. If they lived in the city, they'd sleep out.
Yeah.
Work nights at the school.
Because you're up late.
There's teachers' apartments too. We didn't have to live in a dorm. It was apartments.
And they might be doing like work study stuff at like 9 or 10 o'clock in their classrooms. And so by the time you get up at 7 in the next morning. Yeah. We even had some of our students that like lived in the apartments that were just like a walk down the road, one bus stop.
Yeah, which is
from the school.
Because you have to test into a certain high school. It's not that they lived there and so they went to that school. It's that their kid got into that school, so they moved apartments to be near that school. Yeah.
The whole family has upped and moved just to make it easier.
Yeah, which I worked really hard in school, and even still, like this is
not even close.
No, these kids. Oh my goodness. It's the kids who stay in school. A lot of kids, or not a lot, some kids drop out to start
I think we might have, I don't know, like once again, one of those things that we don't have is to compare to city life. Us being in the country, there is a good chance that we've seen a lot of kids that just kind of disappear out of nowhere. And some of them may have, their family moved to a big city or something, but some of them, I think, just decided, I don't want to go to school anymore. I'm going to work at this, restaurant or...
Yeah, I think senior one was the age where kids started to age out of mandatory schooling. Mm-hmm. By mandatory schooling, I mean where the government has to pay for you to go to school, not that you have to stay in school. And so there were some kids who, when the deadline came up where their family would have to foot the bill, they just decided to go to work. Right,
because there isn't like neighborhoods or busing or anything like that. It's like you farm around to each school that you like, just like college, right? Like the families would come in and decide, are we going to send our kid here next year?
Oh yeah. I mean, you'd have to get in, but yeah, it's a lot like college.
A lot like college, even like in high school.
Yeah, there is like, you'd have your reach school, I guess, and whatever. Or I guess, maybe you don't, I think it's not so free as like, you can choose whatever schools in the city you want to apply to. It's like, your Zhongkao, the entrance exam grade, tells you which school you can go to. Mm-hmm.
Because we have ranked schools all over the city.
Yeah.
Ours was number 2 for a while.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I wonder what they are now.
Because I don't think they changed the name. Like it's just named number 2 middle school. I don't think that's the ranking, but then they are also ranked. But I'm not sure how that happens.
I think it changed while we were there.
That might be true.
It bumped up and then bumped down.